Hi everyone, welcome to the show. We're using the AZ recorder. I'll try to put that link in the description, but you can find it free at the Play Store. It's a free app. It's really nice, so thanks to everybody who wrote that software, which is everyone, I believe. Um, so we could try to play a new browser game. What is Warframe Online? And there's a lot of them. There's probably like unlimited numbers, so we're just gonna try to get through a few here. We'll try to keep this show under 10 minutes, if you're wondering how long this show is. Warframe. Okay. Play free now. Oh, there's an app. Okay, it's not compatible with this device. But there's a PC version, so hopefully when I get PC, I'll be able to play it. Um, let's see if we can play Call of War, which is an old game that I made a few videos on. You type in Call of War on Kim film, you might be able to find it. But I might link this video to that. And you can log in using your Apple ID. They have their own login, Google or Facebook. I'm gonna try Facebook, and let's see if it logs in. As I used to use my Google ID to log in. No, it works. Not active. Okay. So we can click on play now and see which new games are there. It shows how many people are in the game and how many slots are available. World of War has 100. That's crazy. I don't think I want that hectic, but we'll go for it. I recommend not to join too many games here if you're serious, but you can join as many as you want if you want. It's just these games take a long time. Literally, you can play the same game for weeks. So, but limit your game time for your health concern and try to play early and get out early. Is my or on time is my basic advice. Now you can pick what region you start with. I'm gonna go with Asia since I'm really in Asia. So I can pick. There's a country next to Vietnam, South China. I'm gonna pick South China. Oh, there's Pakistan too. That's cool. So you start out with a region. People who started earlier than you have an advantage, but everybody's has the same limit that they can only move so far. Units move really, really slow. This is not a fast RTS game, which I thought it was. Uh, like Generals or Command and Conquer. Um, Low graphics mode is a little better. Let me save some data here. Sometimes it's kind of odd with the ads. they don't let you skip the ad. And I've never purchased the gold in here yet, but I mean to. It's just I'm always short on cash, you know. Plus, this company's not starving for money. It's a wealthy company, multi-million-dollar company. So try to buy something if you can, but don't worry about it if you can't afford it. It doesn't make a difference. If they're truly intelligent, they can do anything. Okay. Keeps popping up that ad. Okay, thank God. War bonds are useful. Those can be used to purchase things. And as it comes up, okay, operations. These are rewards that are given to you as you go. Here's my level. My games here. Resume. So you have different units. There's many different units, and more can be made. And if you run into a unit, they automatically attack, and they're kind of stuck in battle. It's hard to retreat out of a battle, so choose your battles wisely. It's not easy to retreat like it is in other RTSs where you can just move your unit directly out. The other thing is I like to group my units together, so I'll move them. See, it takes an hour, and that's like real time. It'll take like a real hour for them to move. So I'm gonna bulk my units together. There's literally room for like 100 players. Oh, Chong Quinn. That's cool. I've always been trying to learn the Chinese states all my life, but never had a chance to memorize them. I memorized U.S. states because I'm from America, but you find out you're from everywhere after a while, so like you should try to spend time doing things like that. The other thing is your base building is limited to cities. So in the city, you can construct like you can construct production buildings like barracks to produce infantry and and a factory to produce tanks. That keeps wanting me to buy stuff. I wish, I bought stuff before this in this game, but this particular game doesn't remember it. I got a craving for some cheddar popcorn. Okay. So it takes a few times, but sometimes you gotta let the ad play twice. It's kind of cool to see Vietnam on the map. I'm actually from Vietnam, so So South China is like its own country, but um, I wouldn't attack another. Wouldn't attack another country until you bulk up a bit. Unless you want to lose. But in some games, attacking quickly with a few units, you can get away with that. But in this game, it doesn't work really well. You'll get wiped out. So, there's various bonuses too. Like here, you can construct something. So you pressure on the construct bar. There's a local industries that increases the production of, I think, money. So which helps. But usually you have some money, but it runs out pretty quick when you're buying up goods. And you need one thing I run out most of is the food, which looks like corn in here. Like they just eat only corn in the game, which they really don't. The guys in here eat everything. This game seems a little homophobic because there's only men, but it represents, how war really is with mostly men. So I'm gonna move my units together. And then you want to align with or make a coalition with people. EU, Asiatic something treaty. I'm gonna apply that. Can I talk to this guy? It's kind of a pain that you can't message people directly from there. But Texas out here. Or you can message like this. I'm going to give them a gift. Let's give a resource. Let's give money. Let's give a small amount, like 50, just to make a small friend. And let's ask for a resource back. I'm not going to ask for just 5 food. And then send the offer. Now that kind of gives them something to look at. And offer of friendship, So I'm just going to apply to one coalition right now. I'll come back and apply more. But in the cities here, you can produce units if you have these unit productions here. So it'll take 5 minutes to make a barracks. In this game, it's very hard to win with only infantry. Now we can speed up this for 1,000 war bonds, but since I only have 11,000, it's prudent not to use it yet. And then you can only produce one unit at a time, or one building at a time per place. So I can produce another thing here. Another unit production is what it's called, or a factory, or manufacturing, exportation, importation. The Ordnance Foundry, if you're wondering, produces not infantry, artillery. The tank plant produces tanks and trucks too. And then aircraft factory produces fighters and bombers, including the nuclear bomber. And the secret lab produces special weapons. So let's go with the tank plant. Now, tanks alone aren't enough to win the game. In some games, you can do that, like in Command and Conquer Generals or Command and Conquer. Like, tanks alone are strong enough to sometimes win the game. But sometimes you need a mixture of that and infantry, and you gotta run them together so that they and then it's prudent to bulk up your units together here. Chow. I don't know how that's pronounced in Chinese. I've never heard of it until now. So barracks. I prefer infantry, but it's so costly on the food to produce infantry, which is odd. That to produce like one unit, it's like 2,000 kilos of food in the game. I'm like, that must be like a whole platoon of men. But on the image, you only see 3 guys, so it's a little bit of a deception, or representation. Everything's fake in this game, so don't take it too seriously. We can do ordnance. Let's do that. Let's do ordnance, so we'll be able to produce some other stuff here. And then I'm going to start collecting food from people because I'm going to need that later on. And I think I'm going to apply to another coalition, or I might create a coalition. Australian pack, Central Asian pack. That one I could apply to too. Your coalitions, my tip is to pick the guys that are near you so that you can come and help each other. But it is possible to help from all the way across the map, the longest distances. It's just often when you're sending units, you have to think far ahead. Because this game is like a giant chessboard that's way more complicated than chess. But not really complicated. It's relatively simple if you break it down. But you have to overpower and win like a certain amount of points. You'll see here in the ranking here. Victory, progress. EU is winning right now, so we gotta slow them down if we want this game to last. And they got like 250 points or something. So If you get out of the game, don't worry, the game doesn't end. The game is kind of independent from your view. It's not like a Command and Conquer. Once you leave the game ends, and you'll have to reload a save file. You're playing a single player mode, or you have to. Let's see. Here I can construct a building. I'm gonna construct the airplane factory. So I'll need that. And then I like to start building stuff that's interior because it's harder to get to. On the edges of the map, people that are stronger can just run in and take your province, but then you have to take it back, but you have to fight them for it if they're occupying it. Otherwise, if they leave, which you can ask them to leave or bribe them, which sometimes bribes work, and bribes can be a good thing if they're used to help people, So it's not always like bribes evil, which sometimes I have that bias, because I'm dumb. Let's see, local industry. I don't want to do that. Infrastructure level 1. What does that do? Oh, land unit speed. Well, it increases their land unit speed. Okay. No, that's worth it. I'll give it a try. We'll see. I want to measure if they really do go faster. But sometimes it seems like they move the same speed throughout the whole map. I don't really notice like here's like a view of the world here. Really the whole world is represented, which is pretty amazing because other games you don't see the whole world. So there we go, you can see, what is that? Kamchatka. Okay, that's like a Soviet state or Russian state. There's Africa, and I think there's like 87 players in this game. Amazingly, it's pretty full. I'm lucky to get one of the spots at all. Okay. And then I'm going to start asking for donations to I'm probably one of the poorest players. So, I could ask everybody in the game, but I probably don't need to. So, well, we're up to 23 minutes already. Okay, let's go ahead and end the show. That's a little preview of Call of War. Try it out, callofwar.com. You can play it in the browser. You don't need the app, but the app's fun too. Alright, take care everyone. We'll see you later. Thanks.